Time to get This week on an all-new episode of Crazy Train of Thought, brought to you by the Idiot Savants, join host Ryan Wolf, Pokemaster Troy Osborne, Sam Safras, almost, and Colin freaking Giffey for rants such as...
Check a look.
Welcome everybody to Crazy Train of Thought, brought to you by the Idiot Savants. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am your host, Ryan Wolf. We are live from Savant Studios. Joining me today, I have...
Pokemaster Troy Osborne is here.
Pokemaster Troy Osborne has joined us tonight. Thank you for being here, Troy.
Yeah.
Next,
Coffee drinker and espresso extraordinaire Sam the Babby.
Sam Safras is here.
That is also a name I go by that we just came up with.
That's awesome. Yeah. Coffee drinker, huh?
Yeah, I'm something of an expert, you could say.
You took that up in your spare time?
Yeah, I've never peed so much.
And a half?
Never peed and pooped so much in my whole life. Just seeping.
You promised you wouldn't say that word. Off air, you promised you wouldn't fucking say that word.
I never promised. I never did.
Have you had coffee and popcorn together?
Yo, that sounds like bad breath for like a month.
Not like...
I feel like eating an onion would help your breath.
Not like smash a bag of popcorn and just top it off with coffee. I mean, like... Maybe accidentally together you consumed those two things in your stomach at the same time.
What do your mornings look like?
No, this is not me. This is not me. So
I wake up in the morning with popcorn and a coffee that like from the night before.
I brushed my teeth with that coffee and Coke that you tried.
Yeah, I did try that. I tried
delicious.
Both the flavors, vanilla and mocha.
There are 3 flavors. You didn't try
There's
caramel.
There's another.
Dark caramel? Yeah, there's at least 4 flavors.
Dang, I didn't try caramel. Caramel? Yeah, I think so. For my,
let's not get into that debate.
I heard this on Spotify in like an ad because I don't pay for no premium. Like, blew my mind. I thought this was the craziest stuff because like I thought, they're off their deep, they're off their rocker, and I tried it out, me and Sophia, and it actually exceeded expectations. I was like, it kind of is a well balanced sort of like a dark richness roast, and also that sort of like really smooth, sort of vanilla finish with
You're talking about the coffee and Coke.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, are you kidding?
It tastes exactly like you think it would.
Vanilla coffee and Coke tastes like just vanilla Coke for me. I don't know about you, but I mean the dark.
Let's come back to this in a second.
Yeah.
Also today I have
Colin freaking Giffey!
Colin freaking Giffey
Back
is
on the
here.
pod!
Thank you for being here tonight, Colin.
Oh, you're welcome.
He's a good sport.
I showed up. Aren't you proud, Dad?
Yes. Yeah, I am proud.
You should be.
I am proud that
You know how hard I work to make you proud?
I don't.
Pretty hard.
Not hard enough.
Are you not proud of me?
I mean, there are days.
There are days when you're proud of me?
Yeah.
Today's not one of them.
More often than not, or not often than most?
Yes. Yes.
Good answer.
One of those things.
That was a little IQ test for me. Whoa. It's like, what does that mean?
So back to coffee and Coke. Have you two tried this?
I have not.
I've watched someone drink it and was like, yeah, I don't. You drink both cans. That's fine.
Let's clarify we're talking about Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola has coffee flavors now.
Like, we're doing a podcast and like kids will listen to it. It's like, hey, you guys try coffee and Coke?
Coffee and Coke, bro. It's
No.
so good.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
Two
Monster
things you should
Chaser.
not have, especially as a child.
So I made Kennedy try it with me. We bought 3 of the 4 flavors. We bought
There's 4. You just told me there was only 3.
There's caramel, there's vanilla, there's dark, and there's mocha. So we bought dark, vanilla, and caramel. We did not buy mocha.
So, well, I'll let you finish, but I have a coffee thing after that.
So, yeah, we both tried it on her birthday. She had her birthday and came over, and we celebrated.
And nothing says happy birthday like this may wreck your whole weekend.
No, we have a tradition.
This is probably terrible.
We have a tradition, exactly. Thank you, of trying all the new flavors of whatever comes out, like Mountain Dew specifically, because they have 7 million flavors.
Now that's like paradise, but like with Coke, you never know. Like,
Yeah.
Coke Zero. What's
like
that all about?
Coke sewage. Try it out.
Coke sewage.
That's Coke Lime.
Hey, I really dig lime.
Did
Coke.
you?
I kind of do though. Like with just imagine like lime chips, but lime Coke is just like that.
Coke freestyle machines allow you to create
Your own
some of the
masterpiece.
best flavors. And I hope that they add the coffee to the Coke freestyle machine.
That would be legit. I would really like that.
Oh, man.
actually.
Go to the You could have your coffee and popcorn.
Oh,
So back to that. Thank you. Perfect.
so gross.
Perfect. So my uncle has a stomach problem.
Oh, it sounds like we have something in common.
You have an uncle that has a stomach problem?
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody?
If I'm that uncle who has the stomach problem.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So he went to the movies, and before he went to the movies, he decided that he did not want to be tired. So he grabbed one of those Starbucks drinks at a gas station on the way to the movies.
That
Good
makes
idea.
sense. Yeah, I fall asleep during the movies like sometimes
Right.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
It happens.
he worked all day. It's a night movie. Like
Especially.
that's perfect. So he grabs a Starbucks drink. He smashes that before he gets to the movies. It's him and my aunt, and they sit down. They're gonna watch whatever. I think it was like fucking Hunger Games or something. This was a while ago. And get the popcorn. Start eating the popcorn, and like probably 20 minutes into the movie, my uncle's like sprints out of the fucking just rumbly in his tumbly sprints out of the fucking theater.
Like, man, the bass in here is crazy.
I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Someone's rattling their whoppers and their milk duds.
Yeah. And sprints out of the theater to the bathroom and just like
Let
can hear it from there.
Let the toilet have it.
destroys that toilet.
Some AMC employee did not get paid enough that
Yes,
night.
no, for sure not. So I would advise the listeners and the viewers on Twitch who are watching this, do not drink coffee and then have a bunch of
I'm gonna
theater
do it.
popcorn.
Unless
I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Unless you're
think it
used
was-
to that kind of thing.
I think
you
it
know?
was because
Some
of
people, that's fine.
Starbucks and not Big B.
No, I think it's just
To be
coffee.
fair, I think Big B puts more coffee in their drinks.
It's because
Big
Big B is
coffee in there,
espresso.
huh?
Big B's disgusting.
I love Big B.
fucking
Big B is
hate
amazing.
it. Big B, Dunkin' Donuts, they're both garbage.
Do you like Starbucks?
I don't like coffee.
Okay, then that's your answer.
Starbucks is the only one that I will drink with any regularity.
He's basic.
Yep.
Just the tallest that you got, cold brew, no ice. I know you're gonna fucking jip me with the ice.
That's true. I hate that. I never do that. And I laugh because when I order a hot, they just give me a smaller cup. I go, I just can't win. You always get played.
Right. Somehow.
McDonald's, no ice. Everywhere, no ice because
Yeah, for sure.
it's in the machine. It cools it down before it comes into the cup. Drink the whole cup before it gets warm.
Yep.
So back to coffee. Have you guys tried the mocha and chocolate Kit Kats?
So I've been seeing more of the like flavored Kit Kats come out, and I saw, what was it? I think I saw cookies and cream recently.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, I started keto.
Yesterday, and I can't
Yeah,
have
like,
this.
and so I didn't buy it. I was like, I shouldn't eat that because fucking candy, and it's bad for you anyways. But like, did you know that Japan has like 7 million flavors
Yeah.
of Kit Kat.
7 million?
No, it's not. It's,
It's
not.
not that many.
Oh,
But
But
it's
like a lot.
I would
they have
leave it to Japan to make 7 million
Like, it's
flavors or something.
They have wasabi and all
Yeah,
kinds
it's
of
like
different
crazy.
Kit Kat
That
flavors.
Muchu ice cream that you made me try.
Mochi.
They have that
Not
flavored.
Mushu.
Mushu.
You're thinking the classic movie Mulan.
Yes, the
And
dragon, right?
And the dish, the Mushu pork, I think.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, but they like some of those flavors are coming stateside.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know that they're Japanese flavors, but I've seen them in gas stations. And I'm like, oh, we're getting those.
I feel
Yeah.
like there should be like a PSA, like when they like the teachers inform the parents that there's like this new thing and don't let your kids try it. If you see coffee, popcorn, Kit Kats in the gas station, don't let your kids
Coffee,
try 'em.
popcorn, Kit Kats.
But-
Oh my
But
god.
if you are
professional.
walking through the gas station and you happen to see a Kit Kat in a purple and black wrapper, grab that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
It is.
If you stumble in it and you see it just sitting on the ground, then you just take it.
Yes.
He says take it. He doesn't say
Put
buy it.
Just
He says
put it in
take
your pocket.
Just walk
I mean,
out.
You'll be fine. It's like $1.05. Whatever.
Leave your car. They're waiting for that. You take the road. You jump into the woods.
You threw like
You become a
Sam,
lone
you know,
traveler.
I don't need my wallet. I'll just throw it at the clerk and walk out.
Say goodbye to your life.
Here's money. Take it.
It was over before it started.
I want to pay somebody with Monopoly money and real money at the same time and just throw it at them and just leave, and they don't know which one's which.
It's like
They
like
would know which
$6.
one's which.
No, it's like good Monopoly money though.
yeah,
Like
it's
blown
the
up to the
I
size of
printed it
real
on my
money?
printer. No.
yeah, it's the
I have a money
Halo
printer.
Monopoly.
Just kidding, CIA. Do not have a money printer.
Oh,
Don't.
Yeah, if
Don't
you're
have that.
CIA is
Listen.
like, we do.
Yeah, we do. I don't know what you're about. I got one in my basement. It's pretty sweet.
so a couple of things I want to get to before we start here. I listened back to our Game of the Year episodes for 2020.
Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to see how well we executed what my initial plan, my yearly plan for that particular segment is.
Okay.
And I thought we all did a really good job,
I think so.
except for me.
Uh-oh.
So I want to apologize for the listeners. I was an asshole.
I think that's your job, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
your job's to be an asshole sometimes.
Like,
Like you're the host / asshole.
Like Steve-
like
Steve
that's
Harvey.
your thing.
is that the title?
Steve Harvey not calling out people on their sex jokes. It's kind of what,
Okay.
what you are.
So there's one particular segment where I got heated and like in my memory, I thought these motherfuckers are all arguing, but it's my fault.
Yeah, you're the arguing
It's
one,
totally
yeah.
my fault. It's in the cyberpunk segment in part 2 of Game of the Year where I get mad and like that is not how I remembered that at all.
You're pulling a case of the Troys watching the podcast back.
I'm sorry.
A case of the Troys.
I'm just sorry.
Apology accepted, but I actually don't remember.
No?
No.
Well, listen back to that episode. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
And I actually watched it. So I saw me get
I
mad.
saw your face get red.
Oh,
Rage.
God. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. The second PSA, we ran a promo during Game of the Year episodes for a podcast called Imperial Scrolls of Honor. Yeah. We'll be running that again later in this episode. Those guys are awesome.
I really like it. It's a really good pod.
Josh is one of the hosts on that podcast, and I just wanted to specifically call out Josh, if you're watching. I wore my Bills Mafia t-shirt for you, fellow Bills fan Josh from the Imperial Scrolls of Honor podcast.
Oh, I thought I liked them. Maybe I don't.
You do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a bowling
Their
fan.
podcast is fantastic. I was listening to the Golden Axe episode today, and they really break down what happens in the retro games that they talk about.
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe is from the Genesis.
Love that.
89, they said in their podcast.
Love Golden Axe.
Like,
So good.
learned a bunch of stuff. It's funny once in a while, just like our show's funny once in a while. But I would say much more substance than whatever we fucking provide here.
Oh,
Yeah, and we're not even that funny most of the time. So,
Only when you're here, Sam.
oh, all right.
Oh.
Oh, and it got me all blushy.
All right, let's talk games. Troy,
yeah.
you played Island Saver.
Island.
Is that the actual name of this game?
Island Saver by Nat West.
Okay.
Was it Natalie West?
I thought it was
Nat
Nate West
Nate
when you
West.
sent
Nate.
it to me. What the fuck is Island Saver?
Island Saver is a first-person shooter,
Okay. All right. You got me so far.
and you got a vacuum gun, and
right.
you suck up plastic bottles off the ground on this island, and then you turn them into cash or gold coins. This game is the most educational thing I have ever played.
It sounds like
wait
it
a
was
second.
developed by the Green Party.
Yeah. Are you
Just kind of.
This is
this
made.
Might be some Green Party propaganda, Troy.
AOC's Green New Deal, the game.
She's a playable character.
AOC presents you. She's wearing the backpack, just sucking everything up.
So
You gotta
this
fight orange
game
guys.
is funded by a bank in the UK. Like
Okay.
a big bank in the UK funded this game. It's the most educational thing I've ever played in my life.
All right.
I played putt putt.
Have you
and all
started
the-
recycling because of this game?
I haven't. I just learned about it.
Whoa!
I learned about it
I
though.
learned about it, but I'm still not gonna do it.
nothing.
Almost like the majority of the U.S.
Yeah, I know what recycling.
I know what
is.
recycling is, but I just don't want to do it. You know.
Pitch this motherfucking.
So
bottle right in the
if you
trash.
wanted to
Gotta
come in
use
my
this-
house and take all my bottles, you totally could.
You gotta.
I've heard of recycling. That's where they dump them in the ocean, right?
yeah.
And then there's like a whirlpool. That's why they recycle.
Yeah. There's an island that the penguins live on.
This is the island. This is that island.
on the trash island.
They say this is the island where all the trash goes when people throw it in the ocean. And
Okay.
there's freaking plastic bottles everywhere. Pop bottles and water bottles. That's all the trash.
All right.
There's no other trash. Those two bottles. You're soaking them up, and there's a little parrot that's telling you what to do at first.
What is he? He's
Game.
doing telling me what.
Clean this, and then you
Clean up on island 2. Clean up on island 2.
you start sucking up these bottles, and it gets to the point where this palm tree like kind of flashes and lights up, and it's like, hey, there's this black sludge all over this palm tree. Suck up some water
Okay.
and spray it on the tree and clean up the tree. I'm like, frickin' Mario Sunshine! Woo! Yes! All over
This
this.
is an educational version of Mario Sunshine. Is that what you're telling me?
It sounds like.
It's getting further. It gets gooder.
Okay,
it gets gooder.
It better get gooder.
It gets gooder. So I start off with just the pollution thing. This is cool. And then it's like, hey, deposit your money in this bank here, and you'll earn interest on it. 10%. It's like 10%. That's a pretty good.
That is a good return.
That's a good return.
Yeah.
On these gold coins.
If that's a savings bank, that's way more than you usually get. It's usually like 1/3% or some bullshit.
It's all
number,
these
like
little robots that you're putting your money into. You put the plastic bottles into this robot, and she gives you gold coins in return.
okay.
And then when you fill her up with bottles, she launches, like she turns into a rocket and just flies into space. I don't know where she puts them,
In
but then
space.
she comes back down and lands in the same
Who's
spot.
she?
making
robot.
another island on another planet.
Space island. Oh, wait, space
Mars.
island.
It's going to Mars.
Yeah.
Fill up
Killing
Mars.
all
Well,
the
that's where the trash really needs to go.
killing all the microorganisms
Yeah.
on Mars.
Yeah, what do you think those rovers are doing? They're just digging a landfill right now.
They're just like, this beautiful landscape. Skirt. Literally looking for alien life. I don't know.
NASA's actually owned by Waste Republic.
Yeah, they're digging. Yeah, they're just digging a landfill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so.
So
Funny.
you start off just saving money, and then this little robot gentleman in a trench coat shows up. I'm the tax bot. And every 10
no.
coins you make, I take one.
Is it
Taxation is theft.
Is it Tim the tax bot?
He's just tax bot.
Okay.
And he starts taxing everything. Every 10 coins
So he's Tom Nook.
gets one. Yes.
Okay.
He gets one coin for every 10 you earn.
All right.
All right, that's fine. And you start cleaning up the area, and you turn these.
How are you interacting with this? You said it's a first-person vacuum game.
Yes. Shooter. No, I said first-person shooter.
I know what you
First
said.
person cleaner.
Yeah, this first-person cleaning game.
You shoot water.
Okay.
Actually, you can shoot coins.
But like, is it a menu? or
Homescapes.
You walk up. You walk
walk
over
up.
to the
Yeah,
vacuum
it's
or the
all open
the
world.
robot. Okay.
Yeah, it's all open world. You walk up and you're literally you suck the trash into your gun and then you shoot it into the robot.
To the turtle.
Into the ocean.
And then as you clean up the island, these bankamals start showing up. And they're little piggy bank versions of all these different animals.
Bankamals.
And then you start
Okay.
they eat when you clean up the trees, the fruit falls off the trees, the animals eat the fruit. Then they get full, and then they get all fat and round, and they just roll on the floor until you suck all the coins out of their back, like a piggy bank.
Okay, right, yeah.
And
Turtle.
and then as they're eating, they also poop, and you can shoot the poop into the water.
Oh, nice.
I haven't found a mechanic for the poop yet. Besides, you pick it up, and it's like poop.
So it's a first-person feces shooter.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
Like what
FPFS.
like what the chimpanzees at the zoos use. Yeah, that's
this game.
their arm.
Like,
That's crazy.
I was actually, I felt like, man, Emmett could learn a lot from this game.
Yeah.
Even, and it makes it fun. I was donating plasma on Friday and downloaded this game Thursday, the night before. And it was like,
Free?
it's free
On.
on Twitch.
Okay.
So I'm playing the game while donating. I'm like, can I just keep playing? I know I'm done donating. I just wanted to keep playing the game. I don't. It had me hooked.
No, they gotta get you in and out of there, man. Like that's a fucking.
I know.
It's like this arm's
But
gone.
I just wanted.
This arm's up.
I wanted to use their Wi-Fi. It's like when McDonald's tries to get me out. So you've been here for 2 days straight. Yeah, I'm using your Wi-Fi.
Hey, I got a
Trying to
YouTube
play
channel
with the
to run,
boys.
run here.
You're like, I'm saving this island. Meanwhile, there's like wrappers, bottles all around you.
You're just surrounded.
Playing this
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's worth checking out.
Okay.
Even if you're not a child like me.
You're not a child.
I am. I'm a man child. Thank you.
That's a pretty accurate description.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
You should try it. It's a really fun game. And if you have kids,
I thought he was talking about being.
So I want you to go through
try
like you said it's educational.
Yes.
So obviously like you should recycle, all right.
Yep.
You learn how to recycle. I'm sure this is how it's done on all the islands.
yes.
How's it educational for the like you said this was made by a bank
Yes.
or
So-
licensed or whatever,
I don't even-
commissioned, whatever.
Commissioned, I would say.
Yeah.
Probably.
Was it the phone bank?
It's a British bank. Like, how much? How does it go
MI6
into
bank.
taxes? Like, how deep does the educational
British
stuff get?
Blood bank.
All right.
So far, it's been just TaxBot says, hey, as you earn, like, every time TaxBot takes money, he puts it in a tax vault,
Okay.
and you use those tax coins, you suck it out of the TaxBot, and then you put it, you use that coin to reset your recycle bot and send it to space.
Right.
And it's just like kind of how the economy works almost. Like it's a weird like so
I
they
wish I
took
could
my
suck
taxes.
my taxes back. Like, give me that.
It's a tax refund.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have kids for that.
Oh.
You do. Yep.
Otherwise you're gonna owe money.
So you almost play like Wall-E if they sent their junk to space instead of the humans.
Yes.
Send your junk to space.
So I mean, to me it was like save your money. It's telling you, save your coin, your money in this bank.
Okay.
Because you can't hold it all,
Right.
obviously. You only have so many slots. It's like Minecraft. You got like 6 slots to hold stuff in. So you put the money in the bank, and then it says, hey, as this money sits in the bank, you earn interest every day cycle in the game.
Okay.
So from what I'm gathering, this is kind of like a really relaxing game. It's like more of like a time killer sort of thing. Is there? Yeah,
I
just
think,
something
yeah.
to do while you're not doing, or something to do while you're
Yeah,
doing.
but I don't know why. It's fun.
What's the art style like, Troy?
It is very cartoony.
Okay.
Like I said, the animals are little piggy banks, and it's really cute. And you're like a little robot guy, a robot space guy.
Wall-E.
Okay.
And you're wearing a red suit, and you got a little vacuum gun. It's just fun.
The piggy banks.
Yes.
They are scattered throughout the world.
Like
Picturing them for some reason scattered throughout the world.
The little animals.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the bank robot.
The little animals.
The little animals. So as you clean up the island, the animals start moving back in.
Oh, they're actual animals.
Yes.
Okay. All
The
right.
animals are piggy
All right.
banks.
The animals are piggy banks.
Yes. Okay.
Imagine.
I didn't know they were alive. I thought they were like
they're-
a collectible.
No, they're alive little animals. They like
They
I said,
suck the coins out of them.
they eat the fruit, they poop, then they get full and they make coins out their slot.
100% profit.
What slot?
They all have a slot in their back.
100%
They have another
profit.
slot.
They have a slot in their back,
Okay.
like a piggy bank.
Right.
And they get
not
all fat.
dirty.
They get all fat and like round,
Okay.
and they're full, and they just like roll back and forth like this, and it says, "Oh, your crab is full." So then you go and you suck the coins out of his back, and then Tash
Screaming the whole time.
Nobody told me this would hurt this man. Would you continue to do it, Troy?
Yeah, the coins are supposed to go in the slot.
If you
You know,
can hear the animals suffering,
I would.
as you're farming them for fucking coins.
Dude,
I
we need
worked
to
on a
Pete again.
pig farm for a while. It's exactly like that.
Yep. Get those babies out their money.
Yep.
yeah, when they stop producing the coin, that's when we turn them into bait.
That's
That's
right.
exactly right.
Produce some more coin off that.
Yeah.
All right. So Island Saver.
Island Saver.
Island
I
Saver.
think this is
I like that. That's like a two-tiered kind of name there.
Yeah.
Like you're saving the island, but you're also saving on the island.
Yes, you're saving money.
I like it.
Yeah, and then
Save money. Live better. I'm not,
No.
not finishing that.
Hallmark.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's worth a try.
So, Colin.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Troy. I didn't mean to cut you
no.
off. Are you done?
I'm
with
done.
that segment? Okay, okay.
Yep.
All right, let's move
I'm
on.
gonna
to
play
that.
more.
Yeah, play more Island Saver. Let's hear more about that next week.
I'll beat it.
Colin, you've been playing a fuck ton of VR.
Dude, a lot of VR.
Like all the things
Probably
that you
too
wrote
much.
down are just VR related
How do you know
things.
this is real?
For those of you who want to know what I have out there, Ping Pong VR, Star Wars Zombies VR, VR stuff, VR extravaganza, VR extracurricular activities, and VR.
What do you chess club for VR?
You have like a
Yeah, right.
You have like
My hashtags.
like a
This is-
dreidel, like in
Oh, Inception, to make sure you're not
Inception,
in VR right now.
Yeah, I could be in VR right now.
VR.
I wouldn't know.
VR like
They did that in Ready. They did that in Ready Player One.
What, the dreidel?
They tricked the dude to make him think that he was in real life when he's actually in VR, and
yeah, that's
they done got him.
we're not there yet. We're not there
Pretty
yet.
cool.
80 years.
It's
all we
not
got.
8.
79 now. I think we talked about it
Yeah.
in 2020. So 79 more years. That's when
Start
we'll
the
be there.
countdown.
More years.
Start the countdown.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
I've
so
been
let me hear
playing-
about VR. I don't know what the fuck is VR ping pong. Do
So
you play against
It is
real other
literally
people?
called. It's called 11 table tennis,
Okay.
and
On Steam VR.
on Steam VR. It's also
Okay.
on Oculus Store too.
Okay.
It could be in another store, but I'm not sure. I think those are the only two places, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's a ping pong game. It's very realistic. It's to scale. So when you're looking at it in VR, it actually looks like there's a ping pong table in front of you.
Okay.
The paddle feels, I mean, it's just your controller, but
Right.
like the movement feels real.
Oh, yeah.
The ball feels
Does
like it has real
vibrate
movement.
when you hit the ping pong ball?
It slightly does, yeah. It makes it feel like it makes it feel like you're slightly hitting it.
like
Yep.
some haptic
Yep.
feedback
It's
shit.
Slightly haptic feedback. Oh,
I like
man,
it.
it's
Can you
pretty
double
sweet.
paddle it?
No, not that I know of, but there's like, it's kind of cool because, so there is single player and multiplayer. The single player is kind of cool. So when you first load in, you can play against a bot.
Okay.
And you can set the difficulty of the bot. And I think it was like, it's like easy, medium, hard, world class, and like professional or something
Okay.
like that. Or maybe I think world class maybe be the top one. I don't know. I think there might be 5 total.
Forrest Gump at the top.
Yeah, Forrest Gump level at the top.
I always think of that scene from The Office when Dwight tries to teach Jim how to play ping pong, and Dwight's like a fucking master at ping pong because Jim wants to beat Daryl because Kelly keeps talking shit to Pam because Jim sucks at ping pong.
Oh,
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's like that. It's basically like that.
It's
No, I was kidding. Yeah, for the
the
single
game.
player modes, you can play against a bot. And then they also have like mini games that you can do, or not even mini games, like different ways you can train. So you can have the table flip up and be like a half table where you're hitting against a wall, so you can train that way. You can even do beer pong, which is kind of stupid. You just throw a ping pong ball in the cups and they disappear and you get points. So like nothing really special. I don't think you can play that with people.
Do you think that would those skills would transfer to real life?
I don't think the beer pong would, but definitely the ping pong would. Yeah,
it's
the beer pong
realistic.
The beer pong is kind of weird because you actually throw it with the controller and it just doesn't feel super.
Throwing it in VR never works.
If you toss it up and then I don't think you have a paddle with beer. Yeah, you don't use a paddle either. It's just you just throw them.
Okay.
And then they have another practice thing which I like to do and try to beat my high score on. It's called quadrants. So basically, it's a machine that serves you, and you have 5 lives. So you lose a life. So basically, the bot will pitch you a ball, and then you have to return it to their side in a certain part of the table. It could be like a shallow square, or like maybe towards them at the end of the table, or like a corner of the table, and it's usually only like not even like a square foot wide.
Okay.
So I've been doing that where you have to return the ball, and it gets faster and harder, and like he keeps doing it more consistently, and the tempos picks up, and then he's also pitching it a little harder at you. So then you got to return it. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun, but so frustrating because I want to say for the most part that the ping pong is super accurate, but there's some times where I'm like, all right, that's definitely not what I did. Like that's
BS.
Definitely not the way I hit it.
Leg.
Yeah, basically.
Now, I've played ping pong with you. Could you beat me now that you've had training?
100%.
Oh, okay.
I know this because after playing this game for so long, I went to my buddy's house and just wrecked everybody in ping pong.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like it taught me so much. Like it's cool because I mostly play online now, and there's like a different ranking system, so you can usually see if people are better or worse than you. A lot of times, like it'll show you. So if you open up the multiplayer lobby, it'll show you who has the best ping, so that you can connect with them and have good
pong.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Best ping pong. Huh?
Yeah, he could say you said
it'll tell you how fast their internet is and how good your connection will be with them, because you kind of need that to play a smooth game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started playing online, and
so
at first
you're playing
I wasn't
against other people in real time.
In real time. Wow. Yeah. And
that's amazing.
I keep my mic muted because other people don't have their mic muted, and you can hear them breathing. You're like, like freaking go. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear that. Like while you're playing. So like, I'll only unmute myself if I really need to talk to him.
Yeah.
Or like if it's moments like we're having like we're just goofing off.
Take that, pussy.
And then I'll start talking. Like I think today I played 3 games with some guy. And then like his kids kept messing with him and stuff like that. And then I decided to chime in and like kind of tease him about it. He's like, hold on a second. He took off his headset and I see his controllers drop and he's like, guys, come on. And like, it was so funny. Then I see him struggling to get his headset back on. Like all his controllers are dangling and stuff.
I'd like to imagine
so funny.
That is awesome.
Playing multiplayer with like he's got like things going on. He's trying to chase his kids and stuff like that. And he like just cracks his hand against like the wall or something. Like
He goes to hit the ball and just misses.
That'd just be fun to witness in VR, honestly. Just someone else running into a wall instead of just you running into a wall.
Yeah, I almost wish it like similar to how
Don't say connect.
in Call of Duty you can hear when you kill them.
when you kill them.
Like when you score a point, it activates their mic.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like-
but no, it's just the whole time.
Yeah.
So you can hear him the whole time. I can hear him every time they say the F word. They can't hear me when I say the F word because the mic's muted.
Right.
Which is definitely a lot. I do rage quite a bit, but I've gotten, I'll be honest, I've gotten pretty good at this game. Like at first, like I used to keep the ping pong paddle pretty flat.
Okay.
But now I'm doing like every hit I do is a spin hit. Like I'm spinning the ball in every hit. Yeah. My forehand's really good, so I got that down. My backhand's really good. Oh my gosh, it's insane. My serves are way better. I've been doing this crazy serve where I'll put like side spin on it and basically hit it on the far right side of the table, and then it'll come around the net and hit their side of the table.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
Pro gamer move. I did that to a guy. It's super hard to pull off and get it right, but I did it today. And the guy, like, like you can see their paddle in their controller, so like they'll clap. If everybody's muted, you can just do like a little clap when somebody does something cool.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a lot of claps lately. I'm like, dang, that was pretty good. But I've also gotten wrecked. There's some people I'm like, do you not have a life? Is this all you do for a living? Which is kind of me right now because I put like 20 hours in this game the past week.
Wow.
Yeah, I've literally stayed up late playing this game, and it's crazy because it feels real, and it's definitely just as exhausting as real life ping pong. Like I get exhausted playing this game. like talking about like a nasty sweat storm. I've been having to shower at like 3 a.m. Because that's when I'm done playing. I'm like,
I
dude,
gotta shower at 3 a.m.
I can't go to bed like this.
VR ping
Yeah,
pong.
dude, I have to.
Some gamer sweat. That's what I'm
dude,
talking about.
It is so much fun.
Some gamer sweat.
I literally made a dude break his ankles the other day. Like I hit it to one side of the table, and then he came back and I smashed it to the other side. So he was trying to chase it, and I saw him trip and he fell. Yeah.
No.
And I could serve too. And I think one time I did it to another person, and like usually after the play's done, I'll just go ahead and serve another one real quick.
Yeah.
And so like I think he was still getting up, and I served it, and then he wasn't up yet, and then I was like, dude, my bad. And I was like, go ahead. And like I stood out of the way, and I was like, come on. But you have to have a good sized room to play this. You cannot play this in a small room. Like you have to think about being able to fit half a ping pong table,
right?
And be able to move back behind you far enough, and from side to side.
Okay.
And also move forward. So like so my back room I have a couch, and I basically have the ping pong table. Like the middle of the ping pong table is the edge of my couch.
Okay.
So I play over my couch, so I don't have to ever worry about running into it.
Okay.
But it's never going to be in the way. Like I'm never have to worry about hitting anything over there. So I can get as close as I want to the net and never really have to worry about it. But gosh, dude,
So just stand in the middle of that's why he's so good. He's standing in the middle of the table.
no, that's not. Yeah, you can you can move up to the middle table. You don't have to lean over the table, so you actually can walk.
Okay, walk.
You can
through
free
the
walk
table.
everywhere. But like I said, it is to scale, so you have to walk that in real life, like the end of the ping pong
Just
table.
bullying the other
So
player.
if somebody
on his side of the
smashes it
court.
to my right side, I'm on my left. I actually got to like run over there real quick and like dive down and try to toss it back up.
Well, this
Like
is,
it's really intense.
here's a good question. What keeps you from just walking to the other side of the table and just like as soon as he hits it, just popping it down onto his table?
No, you can't do that.
You can't do
have
that?
to you have to wait for the bounce.
Oh,
You have to wait to the bounce on your side in order to hit it.
I'm sorry. I don't know the rules.
You're
of
good.
ping pong.
There's also one annoying rule that I hate is it's a real life rule, but when you go to serve a ping pong ball, you have to toss it 6.5 inches up from your hand.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily matter. I think it's 6.5 inches above the table, but you can't just drop it from up high. Like you actually have to toss it up.
Okay.
And a lot of people won't toss it up enough.
Call them.
So they'll toss it and then they'll hit it, but the ping pong ball is still there and it'll just say, 6.5. But then I'm over there trying to return it, and then they can just spawn another ball and hit it. So I'm still recovering.
Oh,
and they
that's
can
shitty.
So like you kind of have to be on alert at all times if somebody messes up. And I also really hate let serves because that also does it to me. Like a let serve is where somebody serves and it barely hits the net and goes over and touches your side. It's a let serve. They get another one. It's like basically free, like no points scored.
Okay.
But that'll mess me up. So do a let serve, and then I'm running up trying to catch it. And I'm like, he's just a let. But then they'll serve it really hard into my right side. Then I'm having to run back. So that can be like, come on, dude. Like sometimes I'll call people out and be like, you're being a douche right now. But
yeah.
But I can be that guy too. But every time somebody beats me, I'm like, we're playing again. Like I always have to play him again. Like one dude beat me 3 times in a row, and I was like, all right, we're doing best 5 out of 7 or whatever.
Best of 10.
And then
Rematch.
and then we did, and I
All
came
right.
back and beat him.
Rematch.
I beat him a bunch of times in a row.
Did you?
I was like, I know I can do it. At some point, I'll learn your ways.
That's how you get better. You play against people who are better than you.
That's exactly right, and that's where I learned all my serves. I was like, I want to do what that guy's doing, and then I go and practice it over and over again, and I'm like, all right, I got this thing down. I put the bot on world class and put on AI makes little mistakes, so like he can't like mess up and hit the net or whatever. He always hits it back to me, so I can work on my returns.
Yeah.
And like literally the whole time we're just like using like our forearm and just smashing it back and forth to each other like crazy. It's an insane workout, but so much fun.
Would you say so? For instance, I've played ping pong on like the Connect or something like that.
Oh, it's
and
way better than that.
So forgiving, like ridiculous.
Oh no, this isn't forgiving at all. You have to angle your paddle right. Like,
Or it's gonna go flying.
It's gonna go flying. Yeah, you can hit on your paddle anywhere. Like if I want to hit at the edge of my paddle, I could do that, and I'll serve like that sometimes to throw people off, so they can think I'm doing side spin, but I'm actually hitting it with the exact end of my paddle. It's so hard to get
Dude,
right
no
because
way.
it's like it's
like the edge?
of your paddle,
Like
it's
shaking it.
But it's hard to get it right. But you,
Well,
you
I'd
can
imagine
you can
it
do
is.
it.
I bet
But
it's hard to get
even if you do
right
miss
in real life, too.
because technically you can toss the ball up and not hit it, and it won't count against you. It's only when your paddle touches the ball that it count against you.
Okay.
So like even if I miss doing that, I can still try again. So,
Wow.
But yeah, it's pretty intense.
And what's it called again?
It's called 11 Table Tennis
Okay.
VR. Yep, it's on Oculus Store and Steam. suggest that you get it. You and I need to play ping pong
It
together.
sounds like
You have room.
Hey,
you got the
I-
room for it.
ping
How
pong.
much
I've got.
is it?
I gotta get one too.
You gotta get VR.
We play 3-way. I have
he's
VR.
got it.
Oh, you have VR? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
To
was
get it.
gonna sell him.
Start the
mine,
group.
and he
Start the
bought
group
one.
thread.
Then you guys could play volleyball with me in VR too.
Yeah.
What volleyball game? What's it called?
It's beach volleyball basically, but play in a high vaulted ceiling area.
Yeah.
Jump up in my head almost.
That's
hits the
one
ceiling.
issue I run into with ping pong. Is sometimes one time me and this dude were messing around afterwards, and we were trying to hit the ball back to each other, like not even touch the table, just hit it back and forth.
Yeah.
And there's the ceiling fan, and I went to go hit it, and it went, and like I dropped my controller. Well, I didn't drop it, but like it's like wrapped around my
Right.
hand. But like I was like, ow, and like I had to unmute my mic. I was like, dude, I just smacked my head against my hand against my ceiling fan. He just started dying laughing.
That'd be impressive if you smacked your head
Yeah,
against the
head.
ceiling.
So like when I do it, I gotta like keep the paddle close to my head.
So
Because usually when you play ping pong, you play pretty low. Like I actually, most times you squat so you can get really good. Like you want to get that ball just over the net. You never want to have it too, because otherwise they can do a really decent smash move on you. But I've figured out a way to return the ball when it's a low serve, and like do a forehand smash or backhand smash. So like they'll serve it low and be like, okay, there's no way he's gonna pop it up and have it be a high pitch back. But I just friggin' smash it back and just do crazy returns. But it's so hard to get right. So like half the time I don't get it right, but when I do, I just score a point.
we
Right.
get it. You're good at video games, okay?
It sounds like
I said half the time. That's not good. 50% is not
so I
good.
wanna
Let's
hear
talk about batting averages.
a little bit more about how this translated to real life ping pong skills. Like, because obviously you only have a controller
Correct.
in VR, so you're not like twisting and maneuvering the real paddle feel in your hand.
Yeah, but it's still got like
the
the
weight
valve.
is
The
same, right?
weight is very similar.
Right.
Exactly. The balance. It literally feels like you have a ping pong paddle in your hand. At least for the index.
Okay.
It's
right.
it's very
I can
very
see
well
where
balanced.
the Oculus, because they have that ring on them where it could almost feel like a
It's got a little weight on the end, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
just,
I mean,
just
the
'cause
index
it's got the
has a
ring, so
similar
it's got
ring.
Index has it wraps around your hand so you can like completely let go if you want it to. But yeah, the index has a really nice just like a really nice feel to it when you're playing ping pong. I don't know. Like when I go to a ping pong paddle in real life, it's very small adjustment from going controller to ping pong paddle. It doesn't really make that big of a difference, but definitely helps you out like with
Were you
spins.
bad at ping pong before?
I was mediocre. Like I played ping pong. Like I had a table when I was a kid, but I would never say I never got to the point where I could do backhand serves the way I do now and forehand serves.
Okay.
It just never. It was just never like that. I'm good at returning it, but like if somebody were to smash a ball on me, I wouldn't be able to do anything. But in this game, I've gotten a lot better at doing returns on those. Like I've had some pretty crazy returns. Like somebody smashes it on me and I put just enough backspin on it to get it just over the net and then bounce back onto my side so that it counts against them.
Monster.
Ooh, it's so hard. It's so tedious though. There's so much like you have to realize that you're like I was playing with a guy today and he was already doing pretty good, and I started talking to him and I was like, hey, how long have you been playing? He's like, oh, I just got this on Sunday. And I was like, are you surprised about how good you've already gotten? He goes, yeah, actually. He's like, I've gotten substantially better at ping pong since playing this. I'm like, I know, right? Like, so it's cool that you get to talk with other people, and there's so many people playing that game, especially now that they have it for the Quest 2. That like
okay.
you're always gonna find somebody new to play with.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll find the same person. Like someday I'm like, oh god, I've played you
This
before.
fucking guy.
Yeah, and even that with me, like I'll go ahead. Like if I beat somebody, they'll leave and I'll invite them back, and they'll show up because sometimes they won't even look at who sent on the invite.
Yeah.
They'll just accept it.
You go, you're gonna cry
And then they're like,
this
oh
time,
great.
too.
Yeah. So when you're in a single player lobby, like when you're playing just against the bot, people can send you invites to play against them. So you just go through a lobby and you press invite or challenge. It says
Right.
so you just keep pressing challenge and it says challenge sent, and then. So you're sitting there playing against a bot, and I'll see like three of them come up. Whoever has a rank that looks similar to mine, a lot of times I'll play against them.
Right.
Some people that are too bad, but it kind of like if some people have a lower rank, it could either be because they do suck or they just started playing on VR. Because some people that played ping pong in real life, like I was playing with a dude with a pretty low score, and he was shredding me. I was like, you definitely played this in real life. Like I know it.
Right.
Yeah. So if you know how to play ping pong in real life, it's definitely going to make a huge difference playing it in VR.
This kind of makes me geek out a little bit because like what you're talking about right now is like what kind of happened in like Sword Art Online for all you weebs out there. Like, so it's obviously he's in virtual reality, but at the very end, like he's like soloing like bosses that are literally killing people. And so then he gets out of it and he's like talking to his spoilers. He's talking to his sister. Thank you. Yeah, be careful, everybody. And he's like, his sister does like kendo, which is like Japanese like sword fighting with like bamboo sticks or something like that. Something crazy. And he's been doing this like for a year in virtual reality, and he just destroys her. He's like malnourished and everything, and his like muscle atrophy, but he's still like just like basically just trashes her.
So you're saying Sword Art Online is real?
I mean, evidence is right in front of you.
I'm not saying all things. Like Pavlov probably didn't make me a better shooter in real life.
Right.
Like I highly doubt that. The recoil never feel like, yeah, you have to counter the recoil, but you're never actually going to get the real haptic feedback that a gun gives you. The ping pong is different.
Unless you're holding a real gun.
Like swords, for example. Swords do weigh something. Like they don't always weigh a ton, but like definitely more than an index controller. Yeah. So
yeah, Blade and Sorcery is not an accurate representation.
I love Blade and Sorcery.
I do too, but it's not going to teach you how to.
I can throw knives very well in Blade and Sorcery. Probably not very well in real life.
So Sam, you got your VR headset. Have you been using it much lately?
Not as well as he has.
Evidently.
Like honestly, I'm surprised you found people to play online with. Like most of the games,
there's a bunch, dude.
Maybe I'm just in niche games.
Pavlov is insane. I used to be in a league in Pavlov. I was in a league for like 3 months. You have to find a group in Pavlov to play with. You should. I'll do it. I'll be the first mate.
Now, I don't have a whole lot of room anymore because I was like holing up in my parents' place for like a little bit, and they've got like a lot of like a living room space, right? I live in a bachelor pad. I've got dirty clothes, so I mean,
that's your hang up? Is it there's dirty clothes on the ground?
Like everywhere?
Like a 3-foot room, basically. Yeah, there's dirty clothes everywhere. It's hard to move.
No, in Pavlov, you don't have to walk ever, really.
Okay.
You just use it, kind of like Call of Duty.
You gotta walk unless you want to vomit all over, like me.
Yeah, Ryan's.
No.
Ryan, you get motion sickness bad if you're not used to walking around. If you're used to Blade and Sorcery, you should be fine with
Blade and Sorcery is an extreme.
Yeah. Especially if you hang on to that. There's that one map that has a chandelier, and you can swing on it. Yeah. There's a map in Blade and Sorcery you could swing on the chandelier.
Like, wait, what?
While you're shooting them with a bow.
We have the same VR system.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, not as much fun as you have had with that. Obviously, you have different VIP maps with these VIP chandeliers.
No, that one's on there. What do you have? A Quest?
I have a
Rift S.
The Rift S.
Yeah, the one that connects to PC. Yeah, you should see that map on there.
What?
Yeah. It's not. I wouldn't say. I can't remember what map it is, but it's not a community map. It's just a standard map that's in the game.
Oh, is it like the loading lobby? Maybe.
No, it's not in that one either. It's I don't know. You go up to the map and you select one of them. I can't remember which one it is though. But
there, I'll have to look for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
what is your current fave game on your Oculus?
Whenever I get on there, I'm playing Jet Island. We've talked about Jet Island before.
Yep.
Other than that, I played
didn't know the name before though.
I didn't know the name before.
Now you do.
Jet Island. Jet Island. Try Jet Island.
I need to try that.
It's just, I mean, it doesn't look extremely pretty, but it's just everything it needs to be as far as like how the game plays. So go for it.
And run through it one more just quick for the listeners that may not remember.
So you start out as a skater boy, and she said, "See you later, boy," because you wasn't good enough for her. But now you're on a hoverboard, and you've got 2 grappling hooks, and you kind of like swim around this island.
I remember, yeah.
You've got rocket wrists, and it's like, just think like Attack on Titan, how you have like the grappling things and the ODM gear where you like grapple onto stuff and you kind of gas this way and gas that way. Same thing, but you've got essentially just rocket wrists and grappling hooks and a pistol that shoots lasers. Like I said, graphics are not. Pew! Yeah, it makes that exact sound.
Yes.
Like verbatim, that sound.
Verbatim.
Pew, 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 pew.
And you charge up with
good harmony there for a second, boys.
Pew, pew. I like it. Your charger still goes pew.
It does still go pew. Yeah, it's just a great freaking game. You feel so good. You even feel like Spider-Man a few times because you're like swinging in between buildings. I guess it's not like Attack on Titan in that regard. You don't like zip to where you shot your grappling hook. You more like swing.
Okay.
Dude, VR chat has a grapple map.
A grapple
in it,
map?
where you get a grappling gun and you grapple in buildings like New York City, and you can pull yourself up too, like you can zip it. Yeah, it's freaking sweet. Like I didn't even know VR chat could do that. And like that was like most popular worlds, and that was one of them. You just grapple, and then like a bunch of people are hanging out on top of buildings too. So if you swing to the top of a building, a bunch of people are just chilling up there talking.
Dude, I'm
and then you
scared
can
of
just
VR
jump off the
chat.
roof and go swing. Like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. VR chat is. Was you scared of it?
Yeah, I'm like, there's so many, like, it feels like a creepy place to be. You
Oh,
go,
there's
like,
yeah. Sometimes, sometimes it's a creepy place to be, but sometimes it's pretty interesting.
Like, why is that guy's controller just bouncing like?
Oh no, Troy! I've never run into that, thank God. But I remember one session I was playing as Emperor Palpatine, and I was going around doing like an impression, and I was sitting in my chair, so I could do standing play or seating play, and it looked like my character standing, but it'll still follow my arms.
Yeah.
So my arms were on armrests, so I had my arms like this the whole time, like the Emperor does. And so I kept going around, and I was like, "Do it, come with me, my apprentice." And like, they were just everybody just kept coming, and then I found a Darth Vader, and it was so funny. I was like, "It's been a long time, old friend." And then he was like, he did like the worst.
I have the high ground.
He did like the worst Darth Vader impression ever. I'm Darth. Yeah, Darth Vader. No, he basically like, yeah, I'm Darth Vader.
Oh, he didn't even play long.
No, he did for the longest time, and then things started getting weird after that. That's when I decided to leave. Yeah, Vader decided to sacrifice a person, but by doing so, he shoved a lightsaber up his ass.
Yo!
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
from
A
Vader to
little
Gator.
too much. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Just do it.
I did not say do it.
Yeah, I'll have to try VR then, or VR chat.
It's free. Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
have
think we
to-
listed a few.
You have to
reasons.
you have to get used to it though.
hell?
Like I didn't think it was fun for the longest time, but if you find a good lobby where people are pretty funny, like I think you're good at improv, so I think you'd be fine with VR chat.
Oh no, I have to learn improv in there.
Get out of here! Like, fucking making
Never
jokes
mind.
and stuff,
Never
having
mind.
conversations with people. But like some people go in there and like talk about like just life in general. Like I'll go to like one was like, hey, we'll watch YouTube and just hang out. Like you can go. There's an app called Big Screen.
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
go in there and it's basically like a movie theater. So you can actually watch. You can actually pay for movies and watch them in 3D in VR, which I've done. I did Star Trek, which is pretty cool. Or you can go and
2009 Star Trek?
yes, 2009 Star Trek
That's
in 3D.
a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
That movie's
And then
we saw that up at Comic-Con in Grand Rapids.
oh man, that would have been sweet.
With a full orchestra. So it was orchestral accompaniment.
Dude, that is cool.
In real life.
That is sweet.
While they had the big ass screen playing. It was
I like-
fucking amazing.
I love the idea that maybe the musicians aren't big Star Trek fans, so they're like, "Oh, I know this one." Dun, 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 dun.
That's so funny. They don't have Star Wars in 3D, unfortunately.
Dang.
But yeah, so there'll be rooms that'll be like, oh, we'll watch like this was YouTube and chill, where people are just hanging out. It's like YouTube and chill sounds like it could be something else. But
Don't do Netflix and chill.
don't do
That's
Netflix
bad.
and chill. Don't join that one. Some people just label it that though, and some people are like, oh, let's talk about politics. Like that'll be, and then like the lobby's full of 12 people. Like
Right.
sometimes the lobbies can't be too big because otherwise it gets a little overwhelmed with how many people are there.
Sure.
But VR chat's kind of the same way. You can go and hang out with people, even at movie theaters too, and watch their desktop stuff. That's the coolest thing about it, because I remember when I was doing the Pavlov League, the way we did, like we came up with like game plans, like for maps and stuff. Like this is the play we're gonna run.
Right.
We went into a room on big screen, and he showed his desktop screen.
That's
So we're all sitting in a theater watching him,
badass.
and he's like able to circle stuff in VR, like circle like this is where we need to go. We need to go through here. So there's a lot of creative implementation, and that's only like a little bit. Like, and
like
that's the
Gary's
reason that
mod,
I've
honestly.
wanted to go in VR so much lately, is because of all the things I realized that you can do. It's not just play games,
Right.
Like so, there's so many creative things that people do,
Yeah.
and like interesting conversations you can come
Yeah.
across. And like I was talking to one dude in big screen. I just joined there one night, and he was just like talking, like it was just literally drama. Like he was talking about another dude in another lobby. He's like, you should go listen to this guy, man. He's like, as soon as a spot opens up in that lobby, he's like, just go listen to this guy talk. He's so stupid. And like I remember going into that, and I was like,
Tilly, buddy?
yeah, I
What's
need to
up, Tilly?
leave. Like the guy was really stupid. Like he was talking, like I think he was just a super huge conspiracy theorist, and like
Yeah.
you get some wild people
man,
in VR.
sure.
But for the most part, people are pretty cool. everybody's kind of in on the gag.
Go ahead, Sam.
I would say like what you're saying right now with like the grappling level and obviously the big screen level, and you've got all these people with different lobbies. It kind of reminds me of Gary's mod, and now I'm trying to picture like, because like, obviously you have character models in that you can suit up as Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, or whatever. I mean, Gary's mod has a huge list of like skeletonized like player models. So I'm seeing like Gary's mod where you're playing Trouble in Terrace Town, you're playing like Gmod Murder, but VR.
Yep.
That would be sick.
Exactly what it is.
That would be amazing.
Exactly what it
But
is.
VR chat is like that?
It's like that, yeah.
They have like Trouble in Terrace Town?
Yeah.
Oh my
Pavlov has.
What the heck am I doing
I would
here?
do.
Bye.
I would do
Bro.
Pavlov. Trouble in.
I'm knowing you guys.
Sam has left.
Yeah,
the
they
band.
have VR Among Us in
Lost
VR chat.
one.
VR Among Us is the
In
thing.
VR chat.
Excellent. Dude,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
It's pretty sweet. I never played the Among Us one, but
Yeah.
I've seen other people play it. It looks pretty fun.
That's cool.
But yeah, there's so many. Speaking of creative things, one quick thing I can talk about is there's a Star Wars zombies map that somebody made in Pavlov.
Ooh. But there's
And-
zombies in Star Wars, canonically?
I don't think so.
I'm not going there.
But it's a copy of. So a lot of people that make zombies in Pavlov copy it off of Call of Duty, which is this one did, but it has a Star Wars twist to it. So you play in the Death Star, which is pretty sweet already.
Yeah.
And then you kill dead stormtroopers. I guess you kill them again.
like 1-to-1 Death Star. Like it's accurate.
Oh, bro, not one. Oh, it's just a map. Even because if you go to
it's worth a
spectating
shot.
mode, it's just a flat plane. Like it's. I mean, there's stairs and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's never. You never actually see the whole circle. But it looks like it on the inside. It's not super accurate. Like it's still like somebody. It's somebody that it's not like a super huge game developer, but they just decided to like make a level, and they know how to do some code, the basic code. I mean, it doesn't take that much to make a level.
Yeah.
But a lot more than I know how to do for sure. And I got into a lobby with one of the guy that made it, the guy that made the zombies. Because it shows like his creator ID when you open up the map. And then I came in there and I was like, why am I a different player model? Because sometimes I think for the most part you play as a normal player model, but this time I was as Boba Fett and he was the Mandalorian. Because he's the guy that made it, he's able to pick which character models people play as. So I was literally playing as Boba Fett, and I was like, "What the heck is going on? This is pretty cool." And like, it's kind of buggy, but there's also bosses that you have to beat, and they'll randomly spawn sometimes. So there's a Darth Jar Jar, there's a Darth Vader, there's a and there's a Darth Maul. I think
So it is canonically
those are the only
accurate.
three. Yeah, totally.
They're zombies.
Totally.
They're zombies.
There's zombies too, but he also made a whole bunch of guns, like Han Solo's blasters in there. A lot of the clones.
There's a good gun.
Blasters are the it has the sound, the gun sounds too from the movie, and he also uses the music. Star Wars music, which I don't know if you can do, but it plays over like it's.
Hey,
I'm
dude,
listening
oh,
to
no, buddy.
I'm listening to the Star Wars soundtrack while I'm killing zombies in VR and Star Wars.
It might be creative license if he's not selling it. Maybe.
True.
You know, once you start getting money,
Yeah, he doesn't.
from
I don't
it-
think you don't get money from that.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I think
nobody's
other
going to be
people
like,
have done that.
did you make this? Did you make this music?
did you make this
Yeah.
music?
Are you
Whoa.
John Williams?
Yeah, did you direct this music yourself? But yeah, you get lightsabers. So if you kill the bosses' lightsabers, you get their lightsabers. Obviously, everybody wants to kill Darth Maul and get his lightsaber.
Yeah.
But you can
Yeah, cut
spawn.
your own legs off. Good idea.
They take forever to kill them. They take so long to kill. It's unbelievable. And they walk just as fast as you can run. So if you stop to reload, it's basically over unless you have double tap root beer. Not double tap root beer.
Also from Star Wars.
What's it called? It's not stamina. I can't remember what it's called for some odd reason.
So, like-
if you get a perk, you get perks. So you get
Okay, I was just
Juggernaut.
gonna ask-
little
Yeah, so you get the
revive.
standard. You get the standard Call of Duty perks in it,
Okay.
which is pretty sweet. And you actually have to so you go up to the stand. You reach in your hand at the machine. You press the trigger, and then you actually act like you're drinking it, and that's when it actually
That's
applies to you.
awesome.
So it's actually pretty
Dude,
sweet.
I got to download this crap.
Dude, I know, and it's all free. That's the thing. I mean, not free. Pavlov isn't free, but like all the different game modes and
This
stuff.
is no longer in VR chat. This is in Pavlov.
No, this is in Pavlov.
Even
yeah.
Pavlov is only like $25.
Yeah, 25, 30
Like,
bucks. I don't think
not
it's
that
that
big of a
expensive.
deal.
But it's, oh my gosh.
Now, are the mods
so
hard
awesome.
to install? Because like I've tried to install mods on some.
This isn't a
Oculus
mod.
games.
This is a community map.
Oh my.
So basically, you go on there and it'll pop up as a server. So it'll say Star Wars Zombies in servers. You click
exactly
it,
like Gary's
and then it downloads the server, it
Downloads
downloads the map,
files
and then
and
you play it. Yeah, so you don't have to exit VR or anything to do it. It's already ready to go.
They
I haven't modded anything in so long.
I think they built that into Beat Saber too. If you get the right Beat Saber,
Yeah,
mod,
you can do
just
add the music.
access it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Which
had
is
that
nice.
a long time
Yeah.
ago. I need to do that again. I wiped my PC, so I lost all my mods and everything. So I just need to do it again.
That's the
do it all
one thing
again.
that kind of is not as easy on a Quest 2 is the mods. Like I don't understand.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
difficult.
Beat Saber would be great, but with the way it's working right now, we have to buy the packs that they have. Like,
Oh yeah.
there's no
Right,
way to
right.
just get the custom songs that everybody else is playing.
man, some of those are the best
Yeah.
levels too. Like some of my favorite songs are the custom songs and custom levels that people have built.
Yeah, I've
into
only
Beat
ever
Saber.
played the standard Beat Saber.
I mean,
besides that, when I
The
played
best
here.
song is KDA's "Pop Star." Is that the name of that song? The League of Legends song that's on Beat Saber. That's the best song.
Okay.
Whichever one that is. I think it's
In the
called
modded
Pop
Beat
Star.
Saber or like in the actual?
In the actual, it's
Yeah.
in
I
the
played
main
that one.
release.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one is the best song.
Yeah.
On Beat Saber.
I haven't played all of them, but I definitely need to do that.
I honestly really hate the fact, or that I like. I don't know. Not okay. I started off really pessimistic there. I dislike when content creators like, okay, so you buy Beat Saber, and they're like, don't worry, we can be fun and hip like all you modders out there, and they got their own like modding community where like Fallout 4 did this, right? Where they saw that there was a huge modding community for Bethesda, and they said, we will do that, and we will. I don't know. There was some money stuff.
Yeah,
But-
I think Adams didn't get introduced until 76, but there was a currency in Fallout 4 where you could spend actual money to buy mods people created.
Yeah.
But there's a curated selection of mods, and the creators got some of that money.
So that's
I don't
my
hate
problem.
that. Like,
I just don't like the curated selection of mods.
I want them all.
well, it's
yeah.
not just that. Like,
Well-
you don't have to shop that store on console
Yeah.
or PC.
I'm talking about not on a console. What do you mean? So let's take the Quest 2 for instance. So he's talking about Beat Saber
Sure.
with these curated mods, whatever you go through to get the mods on there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's completely limited because I want some weird stuff on my stuff. I want to play some anime stuff, and that's not. I mean, like whoever made Beat Saber is not going to put my favorite
No.
anime tunes on there.
I mean, other than
like whatever community is making mods and also likes anime is going to do that.
right.
And so I don't know. It just frustrates me when that happens because it's like, man, it really is just downloadable content instead of mods. It
On
takes the
his-
thrill away too.
On his specific problem, though, is that you don't hook the Quest 2 up to a PC.
And
You can.
You can, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like our headsets run from the PC, but the Quest 2 is a standalone unit.
Like I could literally put it on my head right now and play VR.
I know,
Doesn't
that's
have to be hooked
crazy.
to anything.
Yeah.
For me, that's freaky.
It's pretty cool.
I think I maybe misunderstood. You can do what?
I don't know.
Like, we have not tried hooking that up to a PC yet.
But
And
I heard it's just as easy as hooking up a Rift S.
okay.
Oh,
Like you just have to have the cord for it.
Okay.
okay. My point still stands, but
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
right now,
concede-
the
I'll-
way his build is limited for sure.
no, I concede the fact that I don't know how that works though.
Yeah. I don't either. Like I don't know how easy it is
Okay.
or how hard it is, but where, you guys literally just say there, the mods are right here. From
so-
the way I'm picturing how you guys
I had to reset my PC as well, Colin, and when I went to do mods for Beat Saber the second time,
Yeah.
and it was spaced probably 8 months apart, I'd say. So I installed the mods, then had to reset my PC 8 months later. I did not get the same mod package as the first time, and I don't know how to the system that I have just works fundamentally differently to the system that I did have. Like now it's all through a website and it's some sort of database thing.
Yep,
And like, I don't know. That's not how it functioned the first time. I don't know if I followed a different tutorial or if there's a different, like if the tools change because there were updates to Beat Saber. And I don't pay enough attention to modding or modding communities on either Oculus or whatever for or even Steam for that matter. Like,
Yeah.
it's tough for me as primarily a console gamer to like check into PC games that have mods, or even Beat Saber for an example. Like, it's tough for me to keep up with those things because I'm not actively paying attention to the changes.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Like,
I'm sure.
we just now started to pay attention to patch notes. Like, it wasn't something that we were.
I mean, I have for for Paladins for a long time, but like only if I'm very specifically into a game. I'll
Then you
pay
look at the
attention
patch
to it,
notes. Yeah.
for sure.
Like, I don't know about Colin, but I read the patch notes for every Call of Duty patch.
Yeah.
Every
Not
week.
every single one, but most of them.
Every week, if I'm into like playing a lot, that week I always what's new.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's
We always want
changed?
to find out what the new meta is.
Yeah.
Meta being the best gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the name of the gun, right?
Yeah, they just what's the new Warzone meta? It means like there's always a new gun that's labeled as the best gun to use. Or
I've heard of that.
Like top Warzone metas. Like
I haven't heard of Skybox, but I've heard of the meta.
Skybox. It's not a Call of Duty term.
There.
Hey Ryan,
What?
look at the skybox.
Okay.
The ceiling.
Box.
Pretty crazy.
That is a box on the ceiling. Thank you,
Yes.
Troy.
I drew you a skybox.
Well, I want to plug the WandaVision podcast for next week.
Yeah.
We are going to bring in some new correspondents for our WandaVision podcast next week.
It's gonna
We're going to
be
do
Sam Jackson.
yeah, we're getting Sam Jackson,
Wanda.
a woman named Wanda.
I know her.
Yeah.
I used to work with her. She's a nice lady.
So yeah, we're gonna get her on. Just kidding. We're gonna get Oscar. Oscar's coming back on the podcast next week.
He's live in the chat right now too.
Marvel correspondent Madeline will be on next week. She did the Avengers episode with us when we did that, and then I think Kennedy also is going to be on to talk about
Just Kennedy.
WandaVision. Just Kennedy will
Kennedy,
be on for WandaVision. So I
may
wanted
be
to
there. You'll be there.
plug that. Yeah, Colin will be there. I'll be there.
If you have to be.
If I have to. So yeah, I want to definitely do that for next week's episode. Is there anything else?
Live
you
at
guys-
7.
Yeah, 7-ish. I don't think there's anything we really need to touch on here. Yeah, you guys ready to end this thing?
Is it time to say goodbye, Ryan?
I think it is time to say goodbye to the Crazy Train of Thought podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody so much for listening. This has been Crazy Train of Thought episode, whatever the fuck we're on. We actually forgot this part for last week's episode, so that's why I wanted to make sure I remembered it this week. Yeah, for you guys sticking around on the stream, give us about 10 minutes here and we'll be right back. And for those of you joining us on audio podcast form
Look
or
out
on
for
the
Game Hype
on the
by
video
Videos.
podcast, yeah, check out Game Hype. We're about to do that show next. If you're sticking around the stream, everybody else, we'll see you later this week.
Kiss to
Bye.
Jeez, good night.
That's all, folks.
What the fuck?